So I think each one of us has come to the phase of their life in which they start taking notes and making organization of the information they are experiencing in their daily life. I'm at that phase right now. I was getting into like note taking and organizing the information. I have some appreciation to give for the open source community and the softwares that exist today on the internet, especially the open source softwares which we are about to discuss here. I wanted to make an appreciation post and a sort of an awareness post about this setup that I have about note taking. So first of all, we all know that note taking is very important because we can't learn everything, obviously, and it's very hard to keep track of everything, especially in the programming world or in the commerce world. You can't take everything into account and note down everything. So that's one reason to take notes. And another reason is that uh, when you write something down, your brain acknowledges it, like you remember that you wrote something that day at that point at that piece of paper. uh, Writing a note on a piece of paper and typing it out, it's quite different, but you get used to it. If you type it on a PC, you remember when you typed a note. So it's very good for learning and for the human factor in learning. I use Obsidian to write notes. Obsidian is a really good note-taking app. It's not completely open source. The code base isn't public. Uh, so, uh, but it is free, and you can lock it down to not do anything else that you have told it to do. Like you can only use it to take notes, and it will only take notes, and it will not uh, request from you any paid subscription, or any it will not lock you out of features, which I like about it. It's a very good software. It's a very complete software full of features, and you can do all sorts of stuff. Like you can see here, it's a graph view. You can organize your notes in graphs and in complex patterns. I've taken this image from some random website on the internet. I think they were writing a book or something, and they created graph connections between the topics. And there are a lot of applications for this stuff. So Obsidian is a very, very useful tool for note taking and for information gathering. I have it here. I use Obsidian all the time. I have a bunch of notes I like to take down when I'm learning. It has very good headings and rendering. You can even do graphs in it. Obsidian has graphs, and you can write configuration for charts, and you can even create diagrams in Obsidian. Look at this. This is mermaid syntax. You can just paste that syntax and this, and write mermaid, and it will render it for you. This is a state diagram. You can extend it in infinitely. And Obsidian also has community plugins. Of course, I have installed charts and data view. Data view allows me to create data views, obviously. So like this, I have created a data view, and it shows me all the to-dos that I have in specific notes. Like I have a note called Android Architecture and Forensics. In that note, there is a heading called Tools, and that heading has these to-dos that I have created. I need to learn these tools, and similarly in others. So this is very useful, and this allows me to organize stuff very efficiently. And you cannot do this on a paper. Can your copy do this? Your copy cannot do this. That's why I prefer to type down my notes instead of writing down notes. But sometimes writing works. Most of the time, for me at least, it doesn't work. Maybe because I'm from a tech background. So that's a very good point of Obsidian. It is full of features and it is infinitely extensible. So you can take down notes, okay, you're fine. You can make any notes. You can make a lot of notes. You can gather all the information in the world in your own format. But what if you're on the go? What if you have multiple devices? Then you are in trouble because you have to copy your notes. One thing about Obsidian, that Obsidian creates files. A note that you create like this note is a file on your file system. This is an MD file on your file system. You can even access it, and it will and the folders are actual folders in your system. Like if you if you go where your vault is created, Obsidian Vault, you will find folder and files in this structure. So this structure allows you to do a lot of stuff. You can copy the whole folder structure into a device, and you can open the vault on that device, and it will be exactly as it was in this device. So it's all OS file structure dependent, which is very useful for Obsidian. But if you want to sync, you cannot copy your whole vault from one place to another. So we have to sync sometimes. Sometimes, not every time we have to sync, because we want to sync in daily life. Like I'm showing here, I'm just flexing my Arch Linux Chromebook and my PC. I get to go to work or university. I have to sync my notes between my devices. So so I require a syncing solution. There are many options for syncing. One of them is Obsidian Cloud, obviously, because Obsidian is closed source. As I said, Obsidian has turned into a business. They have created a cloud. It's very cheap. It's like $4, but as we all know, that cloud tends to be more more against privacy, because government agencies and whatnot, everybody is after your data these days. So I'm very conservative in that ground. So I like to keep everything off the cloud. There are other options. You can create a Git repository, private Git repository, and then upload it to any service. But that still has the issue of privacy. So these are good solutions. If you follow it, then good. If you are concerned about the privacy, I personally prefer this solution, which is SyncThing. I love SyncThing. I just discovered it on Discord. A random basement developer told me. Basement developer, I called him because he's a fellow Arch Linux user like me. So he told me to use SyncThing. I did not know about this, and it was a really good suggestion. And he told me that it's an open source software written in Golang, one of my favorite languages. And Golang, it's written in Golang. It's incredibly fast. It allows you to synchronize files between any device. It even has an Android port, and it was too good to be true. I tried it and I love it since. I have SyncThing running on my phone. I have SyncThing running uh, on my Chromebook, and I have SyncThing running on my PC everywhere. And it has very good security. It is end-to-end encrypted, and it is completely local, which means it it communicates between devices using TCP and TCP LAN specifically. Because for example, if my device's IP is 192.168.0. dot something, it will communicate between the devices on the LAN. It will not even connect to any online services. Uh, it can connect to online services like relay servers, but you can disable them for privacy reasons. And it is very good for people who are concerned about government agencies or privacy or whatnot. So it is encrypted. And also there is a small note, because there is a real threat in the real world today, uh, quantum security, because even the encrypted data that we are transmitting today will be insecure tomorrow. There is a concept called store now, decrypt later. Many people are storing encrypted data, and they will decrypt it once quantum computers become widely accessible. So that is a very important point. And there's a chance that government agencies are doing this. So even though SyncThing is local, but there could be a chance that a relay server, like I'm saying, relay servers exist on the internet. Uh, a relay server could be set by government agencies or some criminals who could listen to our traffic, and in future they could read our information. It obviously depends on the criticality of your information. My information and your information probably isn't that critical, hopefully. So this is a simple solution. This is a simple setup that I have mentioned how to set up sync thing between two devices. This is my PC, and when I open my Android phone, and I had set up some folders on it, and I just turned on one switch, this switch, and this notification I saw on my PC. I clicked add device. First of all, I added the device by scanning the QR code that SyncThing gives. If anybody wants to learn more about SyncThing, they can look up the documentation of the SyncThing. I have given references beneath this video. And if you're still stuck, if more people request it, I will make a tutorial of it, but I'm not a tutorial guy. This is just an appreciation video for SyncThing and Obsidian for syncing the notes between devices. It's a very specific and very niche thing, which probably more people won't see. So it's a very good setup. And here is a showcase of Obsidian running on my phone. Obsidian obviously has an Android port, and this is my PC. Though both have live syncing without using the Obsidian Cloud Sync. Obsidian is offline on both devices. Both devices don't use any. Both devices Obsidian apps don't use any internet. Only SyncThing is running on both devices, and it is very efficiently synchronizing both devices notes. So that was my rant about these two very useful softwares and solutions. And these are very useful to me. I wanted to appreciate these. I wanted to make an appreciation video about these software, about these solutions for the general public and for other nerds like me. Thank you for listening.